Hey there, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and also my creative life. I'm creating a 2-page layout with lots and lots of 4x6 photos. I have this page kit or scrapbooking kit, I don't know what you call them, from Echo Park. It's a baby girl kit, which is perfect because that's what I'm scrapbooking. But I kind of want to talk a little bit more about just kind of basic scrapbooking. I think this layout is very basic. I just use items from this page kit or scrapbooking kit. And I wanted to just kind of throw this out here because if you are new to scrapbooking or you're thinking about scrapbooking, I know because even my own self, I've been scrapbooking for now, believe it or not, 25 years. And I look at some layouts and I think, oh my God, you get so overwhelmed. And then you want to buy all the things, you don't use all the things, and then you get upset because you just couldn't create this gorgeous masterpiece like it's showing. And a lot of times people give up. Believe me, folks, I know exactly what I'm talking about because I get a lot of supplies from friends and family that say, hey, I was going to scrapbook. Do you want this stuff? So you get overwhelmed. But I just wanted to tell you, you know what? You don't have to do a lot to make a cute scrapbook layout. In this case, a 2-page spread. So I'm going to count again. I have 3 photos on one side and 4 on the other. Now, if you are a subscriber of mine, and if you're not, hey, hit that subscribe button. You know that I like to scrapbook layouts with a lot of photos. Sometimes that can get kind of messy, but the lucky thing or the good thing about this one is all of the photos were not horizontal, vertical. So I was able to add a lot. If you add 3 4x6s together, that's 4 inches each. So that's 12 inches across the side. And then if you stack 2, like I did here, they're 6 inches each. So that's 12 inches. Now the one that was a little off was this one here that I'm trimming down. So at Walgreens is where I get my photos printed. They have an option. It's still a 4x6 photo, but when everything's kind of really close to the edge, instead of cutting off part of the people or the image, whatever is on your photo, you can select this 4x6. I'm not even sure what it's called, but they shrink it just a bit so you get everything that you want in the picture, but then it's printed on a 4x6 panel. I don't know, whatever, it makes sense. So anyhow, back to the scrapbooking kit. So I picked out a couple of pattern papers, and all I'm going to be doing is putting 2 stripes of colors or strips of colors or pattern paper across the edges. And that's going to fill up most of the page. I'm also using the little 3x4 cards, which I have up here that says Dream Big. I actually changed that later. But again, part of the kit. So technically, you can buy one kit and that's it. And you'll be fine. So I also use a lot of stickers that also come in the kit. So this first one I'm cutting at 3 inches. So I have 2 at 3x12 because there's going to be one for each page. I'm going to basically do the exact same thing on both pages. And this one is at 4 inches. So I have 2 at 4x12. And then I decided I grabbed that green polka dot. Now it's a scrap because it's from the same kit, but I had it in there, and I'm doing those at 1 inch each. Now I'm actually grabbing a punch. I have a scallop punch. So I'm going to make the edges a little different. But look if you don't have it, you don't need it because just that solid 1 inch strip would work out fine. But I'm going to punch it using this punch. Now these are nice. I don't know if you've ever used these before, but basically you do your first punch and then you line up the scallops against the scallops on the guide. And it's very simple. Make sure everything's even. Super easy. So anyhow, easy, but you don't have to do it. If you don't have the punch, don't worry about it. So I'm going to be laying the bottom pattern paper, which is the elephants, and then the top one. And I'm just kind of guessing where I want it, where it looks good. Now, you notice there's a strip in the middle because the photos don't cover it, but the base pages are pink. So you know what? I like pink. I can have pink showing. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did add 2 colored cardstock for this. So technically you have to come up with some cardstock, but you could use another pattern paper if you wanted to from the kit because everything coordinates. That's what's nice about buying these kits as well. Even though there's lots of different patterns, it's all going to work because they're all color coordinated and it all works together. So look at how this one, you can see that I don't have any of the pink in the middle showing, and it's so perfect. And look at how cute that is. It's not a lot, but it adds color and it just adds a little fun element to your pictures and your scrapbook. Now I'm going through those 3x4 cards, and some of them are 4x4, and I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do because I do want to add another something on this page. Now I end up cutting out the one on the far left, and I'm going to use that for my journaling spot on the other page. Remember, I mentioned I was going to switch that. And then I'm using that "You Are So Loved" because she is, of course, we just needed her in 2023, and she was the perfect thing for our family that year. But anyhow, so I'm just kind of guessing, do I want to put that horizontally or do I want something vertically? I end up using the vertical one because, again, I'm going to use the other one over on the other page. So I'm just kind of messing around. Hey, is this what I want? Yes, it is. I love this. And the nice thing is I'm actually going to move that a little bit, but I'm going to leave some room for a little bit of journaling as well. So this, basically in a nutshell, is what the scrapbook or the 2-page layout is going to look like. But of course, I kind of tweak it a little bit here and there, but really it's right here is good. So I'm going to adhere all these together, and with the magic of video, snap my fingers and everything is adhered. And so right side page is basically done, but I do want to add some stickers because I have this huge sticker sheet. Now I'm definitely using the elephant because it matches the paper. Now, one thing to think about when you're adding stickers. Now, I've seen a lot of people, again, there is nothing wrong with it. Everybody scrapbooks their own way, but sometimes people just throw stickers like in random, no rhyme or reason. It's not connected to anything. And we like to call it like a little bit of sticker throw up. I know that's a horrible word, but that's basically what it looks like. Looks like somebody just dropped some stickers and left them there. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be coordinating, try to do little clusters. So you see here how I have that elephant, then I added the little cloud, and now I'm adding the little words, but they're all kind of close enough so it's a cluster. A lot of times I'll use a base. I didn't want it for this one because I still just kind of wanted to use that scrapbooking kit. And I do end up adding more stickers over on the other side. One thing I want to mention, of course, I'm adhering over here, but on the other side, I did have that one random sticker over there on the bottom, but because it's on the photo, you see how it's on the photo, it's still connected to something. Now, if I would have put that over there on that right page, on that bottom left-hand corner, then I felt like it would have just been like, what do you have a random sticker there for? It didn't really coordinate with anything. So just something to think about when you are throwing stickers. So it's so fun to embellish, but kind of think about what's easy on your eyes. So I'm looking at the sticker cluster over on the top with the elephant, along with later it'll have some journaling. And then the other one on the bottom had the photo to go with it. Now on this side, I put that card a little bit to the right on that left-hand page, and there's lots of room there, but I am going to put some journaling, and you'll see that in a minute. But I did want to put something in that top left-hand corner. I wasn't really sure. I really like that word baby, but baby was just like, okay, what about it? Like if it would have said baby girl, or if there was something like girl, I think I probably would have used it. But instead I used this little wood grain, sweet little girl or sweet girl, because again, I wanted something a little substantial over there. But again, I didn't want just some random sticker up there by itself. So on the sticker sheet, there's a whole bunch of little baby buttons. So I just grabbed a bunch and I'm just scattering them around that. So again, it's like a cluster of stickers in that area. Now, same kind of thought. If I would put those buttons just kind of randomly by themselves here or there, or on every 4 corner or something ridiculous, it would just not look like it coordinates. And that is why, again, you think clusters, think, why is that sticker there? Like not just, oh, I just feel like I want to put something there. If you do, fine, but cluster some. Don't just put that one button or 2 buttons, put a whole cluster there. That just makes it more pleasing to the eye. Again, everything is on the sticker sheet. I decide to grab all of the buttons because I'm like, hey, I'm going all gung-ho on these buttons. So I added more little tiny words to that one, the journaling card. But again, it coordinates with all the other ones. You see what I'm talking about? I hope you do. Again, it's so easy. It's not a whole lot and not a lot of product because I bought this one kit. I'm pretty sure I got it on sale for like less than $10 because that's usually when I go crazy with my Echo Park kits, or if I'm at an expo or something. But even if you paid full price, everything is included, so you don't need all the things. Now, I have all the things, so sometimes I do a little bit extra, like earlier when I punched the border, and I am going to put some splatter later. But again, you don't need it. It's just me and my own self thinking, I got it. Let me use my stuff. Now, the funny thing with this elephant is I wanted to put the buttons up on top, but to me it looked like he was leaving a trail of something, and you know what I mean. But anyhow, I hope this information is helping. Again, this is very basic information, but there are no rules to scrapbooking. Look, do what you want. I mean, they're your pictures, it's your memories. But if you are somebody who is just kind of getting frustrated with what you're doing, or for whatever reason just seems overwhelmed by the process, take a minute and think, like, why am I doing too much? You don't have to do all the things. Now, if you want to do all the things, if you're somebody who loves mixed media and you're adding, sprays and this and that and all the things, hey, go for it. If that's something that's going to make you happy. But in my opinion, the way I scrapbook anyways, is I really try to focus on the photos, and then I add a little bit of story. So, and of course I'm going to use all my things because, you buy the pretties for something, but make it coordinated, make it look good, make yourself think, ooh, I love this layout. There's not a lot going on, but yet there is a lot going on, if that makes any sense. This was a really quick one for me to do, but I just love it. And look I got 7 pictures on this 2-page spread. I love lots of photos. And there was none of these that I wanted to leave out. And there wasn't enough to where I wanted to do another set of double spread of pictures for this occasion, because I already did one. So in case you're wondering, of course, the baby, she deserves all this stuff. And then again, like I just mentioned to you, you don't have to do all things. And what do? I do all the things. I just felt like it needed something because I had those black lines over there for the journaling the journaling box. And I thought, God, that's some random black that I don't have anywhere else. So I just decided to kind of repeat what I was saying, basically like, yay, baby Janae is here, or something like that. I can't even remember. And I just kind of go all the way across. So again, it flows with the 2 pages. And I do the journaling strips, and they are white strips with black ink. So it does end up coordinating. I don't use the black on that one, but I do use a little bit of pink splatter. I mentioned I have the things, so I'm using them, but it didn't really need it. I'm not even sure why I put it in there, but like I said, I got the stuff. Why not use it? So anyhow, in other words, I didn't take my own advice. But I hope you like this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I do post 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center, which is the name of my craft room and also my blog. But thank you again for watching. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you learned just a hint or two about how I scrapbook. Thanks again. Bye.